What is going on, Internet? Nerdlocker.com here. Brandon and Jim this time doing Marvel Entertainment news because stupid Bobby and stupid Cubby are stupid Winter Soldier.
Like we care.
And I hate them.
We don't care. Whatever.
I don't care at all.
Losers.
First up is they announced Doctor Doom for the Fantastic Four movie. Toby Kebbell.
Sands of Persia video game.
Well, yeah, and he says he's going to be in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Which I'm
and
excited
Warcraft.
about.
So,
not as excited about.
But either way, we have Doctor Doom. Now,
Yeah.
given filming this today, which is April 1st, this was announced on April 1st. If this is any way not true, we apologize. But it seems legit.
It does. We, last year, we kind of make every year a rule. We are not going to release press releases because they are almost always a joke. And it's a pain in the ass and it's a waste of our time. Last year we held off on the announcement of the Star Wars by Dark Horse, and we were like,
damn you guys.
Damn, they were for real. So this one, we think it's real, so we're putting it out there.
So yeah, there's that. Next up, we had actually Chris Evans hanging out with Michael B. Jordan.
I wish I was there. They just seem fun.
Yeah, right? Both
Seems
those
like
guys
an
seem
awesome,
really cool.
awesome party.
And yes, Chris Evans posted a photo, and he was like passing the torch, because I was the Human Torch, and now he's the Human Torch. And I still don't understand why this is such a big deal.
It's not. It is not a big deal. I'm fed up with it. It's stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd be more outraged if they brought any of the original cast back. That would make me more mad.
That would piss me off more than anything else. Although I don't think Julian McMahon has done anything since then. So maybe he's just hanging out waiting to be Doctor Doom again. What if they just locked him in like the container that Doctor Doom was locked in and just left him there?
That's awesome.
It's like a Raiders of the Lost Ark scene.
I love that idea.
Shailene Woodley, she was supposed to be Mary Jane, and all of her scenes got cut. And a while back they were talking that she wasn't sure if she was going to return because she's now in the Divergent movie series, and she's like, I don't even know if I want to do 2 franchises at this point, and I don't even know.
Real problems. Real problems.
So dumb. Why? I'm sorry, but I feel like if you were to go with Mary Jane, it's Mary friggin' Jane. Over Divergent, it would be a much smarter move. I mean, I'm not telling you how to live your life, girl.
But maybe she's never read the comics and she doesn't realize that it's not Gwen Stacy who makes it a long time.
Yeah. Gwen
it's
Stacy
Mary Jane.
dies, girl. You got like a whole bunch of movies coming up where you're the spotlight.
But I will say, it leads to the idea that I don't think they really had Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, planned out all that well. Because it seems like when we first heard about it, cool, awesome. Then it just became this whole other thing that they never said in the beginning. So it's I think they totally changed what was going on. And I'm not unhappy with the way it's gone.
I like the way she looked though as Mary Jane. I really hope that she somehow figures out how to do both or comes back, because she looked the part, and that's like really important to me. Is
I totally think she's going to be in.
If someone doesn't look threatening or beautiful or whatever that character's supposed to be, Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane. It's Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. It just takes a little bit out of the movie for me. And she looked the part, so I'm kind of hoping...
I think they're going to run into problems with the 4th one. I'm going to assuming here.
Because
Andrew Garfield's
on board for
so I think they're going to run into problems. They're going to have to do a James Bond thing or reboot, and that's where she's going to get screwed.
But see, with James Bond stuff, I'm okay with that idea. I'm not, totally... I know a lot of people are always like, oh, it's the same it's not the same person. We did it with War Machine in 3 Iron Man movies now.
That bothered me.
It's not an issue to me.
I didn't like
we've done it with James Bond 100 times, and not once was I was like,
totally accept it.
Another James Bond? I'm going to be bummed Daniel Craig.
As long as the story's good.
Exactly. More Spider-Man news. The co-chairman of Sony Pictures confirms that the final scene of Amazing Spider-Man really is going to play into the Marvel Universe cinematic thing they're trying to do over at Sony with just the Spider-Man pictures, and I guess maybe there's nothing about the X-Men, but I mean they could do that, right?
No, it's 20th Century Fox.
Oh, so it's Fantastic Four and X-Men, so Spider-Man's on his own.
Yeah, but he's got quite a universe, and I think they're talking about potentially the villains becoming anti-heroes, having his Venom.
I'm not gonna go see Dr. Octopus the movie.
But they don't know
It just
that.
sounds...
They don't know that.
sounds
They
so-
just
like,
see what Marvel's
Venom-
doing at Disney,
Venom-
and they're like, "Woo! We can
Check it out.
Let's see what we own.
We got stuff.
Check. Oh, the Vulture by himself. Yes.
No one's going to see that.
No, but
especially if he's an anti-hero. Like, didn't he just spend the movie kicking the shit out of Spider-Man?
They just talked about. I believe they're. I mean, this is a lot of inference, but potentially a Sinister Six movie, kind of doing their own thing, which would be very weird because it's like,
Because
well,
you're
what
just
the
going to
hell?
watch him beat up New Yorkers the whole movie.
That's what I don't
And
understand.
the movie ends with them successfully robbing a bank.
Unless they do something with the villain with the
Or
heart of gold,
successfully-
and that's where Venom
Well, I'm
changes
saying
and becomes good.
successfully killing friggin' Peter Parker. That's how the movie ends. I don't know.
And then they get a different Spider-Man,
Yeah,
Miles.
right? That'd be, it's not
Okay,
a bad idea.
cool with me.
All right.
But then we have the Michael B.
we
Jordan
just made
problem.
it
Oh my
better.
God!
We just made it better.
Yeah.
Do
it.
On to really awesome news. Avengers 2 filming in Italy. Ba-ba-da-beepa. We have
I'm not going to offend the Italian audience.
we have some up close Ultron
Yeah.
robot looking pictures, which looks outstanding. It looks like Ultron. And I love Marvel because they stick to what the people want.
Yep.
You see Quicksilver's outfit, you see Scarlet Witch's outfit, they look like outfits they'd wear, not Quicksilver in the X-Men movie.
So
Sorry.
Did you see Ultron and you're just hearing James Spader? I have no idea what he's saying. I have no
I
lines.
don't know,
I'm just
but
like,
it looks great. Even if
cool.
it's like a drone he creates,
Cool.
it looks like Ultron stuff, and
I'm
that's what I'm
excited.
stoked on. They've also talked about Hawkeye and Hulk having much bigger roles in this movie,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Do it up.
especially Hulk. I mean,
And they're just so good at it.
I guess I'll play the role of Cubby. Man, I love Hawkeye. So glad Hulk's getting more scenes.
Yeah, right? It's going to be awesome. Yeah. What else we got here? X-Men Days of Future Past.
Now, this is kind of spoiler, not really. It's more
Not you.
speculation. So, pause, go fast forward. Don't watch this if you don't want to, whatever. But there's some footage that has leaked, I guess. No. They showed, where'd they show this?
CinemaCon.
Yeah. They showed this here at CinemaCon.
Oh, I read this. This is outstanding.
Yes. So, if you're familiar with the original comic book, it is not Wolverine that gets sent back. It's Kitty Pryde.
Yes.
So, in the footage that they showed, I believe it was the opening 20 minutes or so.
Everyone, do you want to say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Everyone gets killed.
Wipe them out.
Colossus's head
All
gets
of them.
ripped off. Iceman gets crushed. I mean, obviously, we're dealing with alternate timelines, so that doesn't mean all these characters are dying. I understand that's the
Potential
point.
future.
But that just sounds like the most effed up beginning.
And if you saw the
to a
trailer,
movie.
the most recent one, with the thing coming up against Storm, the
You're
Sentinel's
like, she's going to get
"Woo!"
stabbed in the face.
Yeah.
Right in the face.
I don't think she's going to make it. But anyway, so there was a scene where all of a sudden, Kitty Pryde and Bishop disappear. Don't know where they go.
Yeah.
Don't know where they go. So we've been led to believe it's only Wolverine going back, but
The thing I like about this is that none of my friends are going to know this happens because none of them watch Nerdlocker. And I'm just going to be spending the opening of that movie watching the people I'm with just going, what? Like, what the crap is this? So I'm stoked on that. Other awesome news is that Dexter, Michael C. Hall, is apparently up for the role of Matt Murdock in the Netflix Daredevil series coming out.
I'm stoked about this. He was amazing.
That's awesome.
He was amazing
I'd
in
like to
6
see him
Feet
kick
Under.
some ass.
He was amazing in Dexter. The only thing is he's leery to jump on another series.
Understandable.
And it is understandable.
Maybe he wants to do some movies and stuff, but...
He
'cause
does theater.
you gotta
He wants to do a lot of theater.
You understand, though. I mean, it's Marvel. There's going to be a huge contract involved. You're going to be doing a lot of this. So
And
I
it's
understand
Netflix,
it.
so it's testing a new thing.
Yeah.
I love this.
understand. So, I mean, I hope he goes with it because he's awesome, and I think he'd fit the role perfectly.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. You do
Do it.
you. Do what
Do
you
it.
think's right. What's this last one here? Iron Man. I didn't read this
I think
last
it's
one.
more speculation, sort of what we were talking about earlier with James Bond, sort of recasting. Eventually, they're going to have to go away from Robert Downey Jr.
That's depressing.
And he's
But
got one
it's
more
life.
film after Age of Ultron.
He's got Avengers 3.
He's got one more film. And basically, the rest of the Marvel Universe will catch up to him because obviously Iron Man has all 3 of his movies out, and he only has the Avengers left. So,
That's really
what do we do?
sad.
And it's not just that contract issues. He's not a young guy. And this is what he's saying. He's saying this.
I think you're not giving yourself enough credit there. Rob, can I call you Rob? I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit there, Rob. Like you were.
I call him Bobby.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not there yet with him.
You will be.
I'm
You will
Rob
be
right now. But I don't know, man. I feel like, especially Iron Man, because it's not a. Okay, I'm not like saying it's not a physical role for the actor, but it's not as physical as Captain America's going to be. I mean, there's a lot of CGI you can do.
Yeah. A lot of tight shots with the screen. Yeah.
So, I mean...
But to be honest, Iron Man 3 seemed really physical, kick his ass. I mean, he's dragging armor everywhere.
Yeah, he got the crap kicked out of him.
Yeah, that opening scene where
he's just like trying to
Malibu gets blown up. It's like,
yeah, maybe he's trying to take a break here.
Yeah, so maybe if they're a little more gentle on the property, it'll be easier. But it is a question because Marvel clearly doesn't want to stop making these movies. Why would they? They signed on Sebastian
for 9. So you gotta figure he's going to take.
They're not done.
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, they're not done. I almost said Shaw. And I'm like, no. That's
Sebastian Shaw,
the X-Men character.
Yep.
But they don't want it to end, of course.
Yeah.
So what do?
I don't know. I would be fine with a recap. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, I like the idea of continuing this stuff, so we're not rebooting movie franchises every 15 years.
But it's sad because of all the actors out there, and I guess you could look at the Hulk. He's been recast several times, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But of all the actors you look out there, Robert Downey Jr. is
Iron Man.
Tony Stark.
He absolutely is.
He's just unbelievable. Even if you go into his real life,
no,
it's just amazing how close it is.
I mean, except he's not a genius, but he kind of is, just not with machines and stuff. Genius with emotions.
Yes.
So yeah, that was Marvel movie news. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below.